Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, I'm Carmen. And today I'm just going to be talking about where do I get the inspirations for the things I do. Like I said, I don't like to be stuck in one craft. And if I like a channel that teaches something completely different, I will write it down on my 3-part journal is divided in 3 sections, and I write the channel. So that's one thing. Then inspiration is all over the place. I have this notebook. As you can see, it's quite thick, but I started writing down the ideas. Like, for example, this is one thing that I started doing, to draw mushrooms and to draw more trees. The thing was to do it with a watercolor. And then this is one tree, an idea of the shape of the tree that I wanted to do. And this is something that I wanted to do inside the tree. So I did that. And as soon as the idea comes, I sit down and I draw it. Now, I have never been a doodler and I never drew before, but these are simple designs that once you add the watercolor and whatever other element of mixed media that you may have, like Caran d'Ache coloring pencils, Posca pens, those are the ones that I've been using, I get to work. So let me show you how this one, which was the one that I just showed you right here, that one, I think I put it away already because I don't have it on the desk, but it's got to be somewhere in here. Trees. Okay, here they are. Okay, so this was just the start, and this is basically what I created. Once I knew the shape that I wanted, because it's whimsical, so it doesn't have to be like a tree, you know, like the regular trees that you see outside. So it could be any form or shape of tree that you want. And then this one, from this, and I added this, and this is what I did. So as you can see, I write it first on a piece of paper because I don't want the idea to just, for me to forget it. So I write it on a piece of paper and then I'll go from there. So this one started that, and then I kept on going and I did that. So this is how basically I get started. I just need a little push to do something, and then from there I just take off. And as I said, I was inspired by Taiga journals, and from there I just recently created this one. These are all different shapes of trees. They look like mushrooms, one stacked one on top of the other, but it's a tree. Then this one, and then these are for me to put in my future journals. So yeah, I've been playing with this. Now, other places besides YouTube channels that you can actually obtain inspirations are a children's book. When I go to Goodwill, these will cost me 59 cents. And as you can see, this right here, just by looking at the cover, And then this right here was the start for me to do my houses. Now the little houses, I don't have experience, you know, but you can see I was looking at the pictures inside of the book, and then I went from there. This was not in any book at all, and I just wanted a different shape of a house. Same thing here. And so these are my little houses. And then this one, I just attach a little bush right next to the house. And as you can see, this right here looks like what's on the cover of the book. See that? It's not the same, but it's almost imitation. And I did the edge. I want you to see it up close. Completely different, but it was enough to inspire me to do this. That little bit right there. And then this one was the inspiration also for these. But inside of the book, when you start looking inside of the book, you'll see different shapes and different forms, like this one right here. And then I decided, well, this is going to be the next tree. It just looks kind of, it's like a little bush, but I wanted to make this also into a tree. This was, the book is Big Anthony and the Magic Ring. The story and the pictures are from Tommy DePaola. And this was the inspiration for me to get those trees that I showed you. This is bread right here. But then that, just that, inspired me to do this tree. So inspiration is everywhere you go. Okay? See the little houses out there? You have the little houses, I think. Oh, and there you go. These are the ones that I wanted to mimic. And this is what I did. And these will go in my journal. So you don't have to be an artist. And when I mean somebody that paints, you know, to get inspired and to create something as simple as trees. I started playing with it and I've been having a lot of fun. This right here is what I would go with to do my leaves. And I think you're ready in this right here. So this right there, just that, by looking at that, will inspire me to create leaves of my own. And I use craft paper, and I also, you know, did whimsical leaves, and I already shown that in the previous videos. So now we have YouTube channels that can inspire you to do something. If you just want to give it a little oomph to whatever you're doing for your journals, or I like to experiment on different arts and crafts, but mine's mainly are paper crafts. And I have an abundant, you know, I've been blessed that throughout the years I kept a lot of the things, not even knowing why, but thinking that I was not going to use them ever again, of, you know, tools and crafting mediums and alcohol markers and paint and alcohol inks. The sticks, I have gelatos. God knows, I think they already don't make them anymore, but I have gelatos from buku years. And let me show you. when they would get in the, these are brand new, never used them, but they would get in, they would come in that box. I would put them in here, and then I would cut the packaging that would say what colors are they, and everything will stay here. So as I was getting stuff that I have not even used, okay, I would label it and keep it organized. Same thing with my watercolors. I have plenty of watercolors. If one runs out, I'll grab another palette, because I do have plenty of watercolors. So and I try, I mean, they don't have to be expensive. The watercolors that I have obtained throughout the years are really cheap, and I started with the watercolors from Michaels, and I gave that one to my granddaughter because she's also into drawing and coloring. So another sort of inspiration that you can find, let me pull it up really quick here, is when you go to the store. I'm gonna show you, this was that image that I told you. It's a figurine or whatever it's called for decoration, and this is where I did that owl. So at TJ Maxx. And then there's this other one. This is the purse that I was talking about. As you can see, the purse has a whole tons of doors, and that was the inspiration for me to do this door and this door. And let me show you that. See, that's the owl that I came straight from TJ Maxx and did it. And these are the doors that I was talking about. That's the inspiration. So this was the inspiration. I sat down and I tried to draw something close to. And these are the two ones that were caught my eye. And then I try to mimic it. It's not perfect. You know, I never doodled, so it's not perfect. But I was having fun, and those two doors, I can actually put them later on in my journal. So, yes, this is something that I love and I'm passionate about, and it's learning. Obviously, is learning something new, and I'm not stopping from being creative. It's just something that I want to feed my imagination, my creativity, just because I'm old. Well, some people don't say that I'm old, but yes, I'm already in my 60s, so that doesn't mean that I'm not able to learn something new. And when I saw Tyga's, and she said, tag me if you're doing this, or tag me if you, I was like, oh, well, I never tagged her because I was not doing the same kind of craft, but I started having fun creating my own thing. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop, because this is actually letting you use my materials, and it's something that you don't have to spend money into it. If you already have the watercolors, Posca pens, coloring pencils, what else? I used for markings my tempera sticks, but if you don't have that, you can use markers, alcohol markers, a white pen, which is, I have tons of them, different styles in here, as you can see, but they don't work really good. So I'm usually use the Posca pen, which is an acrylic base marker. So yes, so, or you can actually use your acrylic paints, and with a little thin brush, you can actually work on the little tiny details. whatever you're drawing. So, and I think that's basically it. So when you're walking around shopping and you look at something and it catches your eye, and it's something that you do love, because I love owls, I love hedgehogs, so I have a love for different little creatures. So I went and I took a picture and I bring it home, and then I said, okay, well, let me see what I can do with this. And that's exactly what happened with those owls and the doors. So the purse was kind of unique because it was the only purse that would stand out with a whole bunch of doors. So it said it was made in Italy, so that was kind of nice. So children's book, they're 59 cents at Goodwill. Hardcover are a little bit more expensive. I think they're like $2, but if they're worth it, you can use them for your art journaling or creative art journals. And this one had it's called My First Encyclopedia, and it has nice backgrounds that you can actually tear, cut, see, and put in a journal, or fussy cut. You know, if you want a fussy cut, this right here, the hot air balloon, then you can fussy cut that. If you want to do a Winnie the Pooh journal, then you can just go ahead and fussy cut everything that you like about the book. But the colors are there to help you out and for you to create with it. I had a color wheel. I still have a color wheel. But I basically go by what attracts me the most. And so far, I've done pretty good without the color wheel. But as you can see, these colors right here, they're beautiful. But I would never imagine to use this red with that, you know, light bluish. It looks like a periwinkle blue. So all around us is inspiration. And that's what keeps me going. The fact that everywhere I go, I'll find something that will inspire me. And hopefully this video will help you to look always out of the box and to see things that will inspire you as well. So I wanted to show you the last thing. It's another figurine from the dollar store. I love mushrooms, so there you go. Go for the reasons that I started doing the mushrooms. All right, my friends. I think that's all I needed to show you. If you have any questions, please write it down in the comments, and hopefully I'll be able to answer it. Right now, I just drew this, and I'm gonna create. It doesn't look like nothing right now, but when I'm done with it, it's gonna look like a whimsical rock. And that's how I play. Take care, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will be doing a whimsical house, and hopefully I'll be able to record it and show you my process. All right, take care. Bye.